everyone, this is Elizabeth with 217 Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable 3D hibiscus flower using Plantin Schoolbook. And I made these a long time ago. I did a PDF downloadable tutorial on my blog on how to make these flowers. At the time I did not have any video yet, and since now I do, I've decided to come back and show you guys how to make these in person. And so what you're going to need is the 6-petal cut from Plantin Schoolbook. This was done at just a little over 1 1/4. And so you'll need a 6-petal. Then what you're going to want to do is cut another 6-petal, but come to the center and chop off one of the petals. So you essentially have 5. Then you're going to cut another one, originally 6 petals, down to 4. So you're going to take 2 off. And then with one of those pieces, you're going to want to get 2 individual petals, which are these singles. And it's really easy once you see how it goes. So I always kind of bend the paper. You can use something to kind of mold. I really love using my mini spatula that came with my Cricut toolkit when I bought my expression off HSN. So I'm just going to kind of cup the flower up a little bit. And I'm going to kind of do the same. Just be gentle with it, especially at 1 inch. There's not a whole lot of space between these petals, so you don't have a lot of forgiveness for pressure. Okay, so then you're going to take the 5-petal and put a thin strip of hot glue just right on that edge, and then gently take the petal and overlap each other. And it's going to look a little wonky to you, but don't worry about it, because once we kind of assemble the flower, it's not going to make a difference. Now come to the 4, do the same thing. Okay, and while those kind of set, I'm going to show you how to do the center. So I use double-sided paper. On the video it's going to be hard to see, but double-sided paper makes a huge difference. This is from SEI Bridgeport, and it's Ocean Front is the print. But if you use double-sided paper, then you don't have to worry when your flower's assembled whether the bottom has color or not. So I'm going to take my 2 little pieces, my individuals, and just put like a little thin section of hot glue, not all the way up, maybe like 1/3 to 1/2 of the way up, and then press those 2 pieces together and pull those strings off. Okay, now from there I used my scissors to create a fringe, and I just cut into it to make a fringe. Now I actually have a pair of fringing scissors. These are from Martha Stewart, and I bought them at Michael's, and I use them for quilling, so this makes it a little bit easier for doing this kind of project. And so I just kind of give it a little bit of a quick snip, and I've got fringing done. Really much easier. So then from there, you're going to take these and kind of pull the petals back, so it creates a flat. See how it's flat now? And then start to cup it and use your nails. You can go back to your little spatula if that helps you bend this. The smaller this is, the harder it is to bend the centers, but just keep working with it. Eventually the paper softens up a little bit. So once it's kind of bent and softened, you're going to put a small amount of hot glue in there, and then roll the petal upright so it makes almost a tube. See how it's a tube now? And this is why I love using hot glue. You can go so much faster with hot glue. Now I'm going to kind of come up here a little bit to the camera so you can see, and I hope the camera will focus enough for you. I'm going to cut the bottom 1/4 off. And that's why you want to bring that glue up about halfway. Now I'm going to sit here and just kind of pull the fringing out. If you don't feel like you got it enough fringe, like I'm looking at this trying to decide if I really like it that fringed or if I want more, I think I want a little bit more, I can always come back in with my scissors and just do a couple nips. There we go. That's more how I like it. Okay. So now we've got our center fringing done. And come back to these. Start with your 6. Put a drop of glue in the center. Press the 5 into it. Once again, now on the 5, you're going to come back with the 4. Whoops. Another drop of glue. And press that in there. And then your final step is to come into the 4, a drop of glue, and stick the fringing in. And there is your little tropical hibiscus. And you can bend and cup these however you want them to. You could roll them up, you could roll them down. I prefer them up. It shows that double-sided paper once again. And there you go. Super cute, super easy, doesn't take long at all, and it's a pretty basic cut. This is, once again, just so you can kind of see it a little bit larger. This one was cut at a little over 2 inches. These were done at just a little over 1 inch. So I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. If you would like the PDF and the downloadable instructions, please visit my blog at www.217creations.blogspot.com. And it's a free download. And as always, I appreciate comments, subscribers, and followers. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.